was thinking just now when you and I were talking, 1983, India v England, same semi-final, Old Trafford. Overwhelming favourites England. I mean, the English journalists at the media and people started talking about the final before England beat India. India lost. This game, I mean, not the players, not you, but I mean the fans, as far as Indian fans were concerned, we were almost thinking we've gone to Lords. We kept saying, no, there's a semi-final to be played. Sport is cruel.
It's cruel, yes. Sometimes, you know, it shows you those days that, you know, only a sport can show you. And I always felt that, you know, this was a fantastic team to go all the way through to the finals and eventually lift the trophy. But, you know, there are no guarantees in sport. So, you know,
no retakes.
And no retakes either. So, you know, it's just one of those days, disappointing moments where you just have to swallow this bitter pill.
And come to think of MS Dhoni, I mean, maybe his last World Cup match for sure, I mean 50-over World Cup match. And I was thinking of Javed Miandad standing in that 96 semi-final quarter-final against you in Bangalore. One of the best runners of the game, one of the absolute best, getting run out. Again, sport is so cruel. Got a 50, almost got India over the line and then getting run out. It's very, very hard on him as well to swallow.
Yeah, it is, because, you know, every time if you're going to expect that Dhoni is going to go out and finish the game for us, it's unfair to him. You can't. I mean, no player can go and finish 100 out of 100 games. You know, there are going to be ups and downs in your career, and everyone has to share that responsibility, share that burden of finishing games for your team. And I felt his presence over there was a critical one, and that strike rotation and running between the wickets that I spoke, between him and Ravindra Jadeja, they both are quick, and in fact Ravindra Jadeja is really quick. I mean, it was evident that he was challenging New Zealanders, so not MS. I mean, is an experienced campaigner, so he understands when to push himself and when to save himself, because there is no need to run hard when there are no tools available. So, but this ground was a big ground. So there were a number of tools. When they had long on, deep mid wicket and deep square leg, very smartly on a number of occasions they, you know, just tapped the ball and ran too. So I think this game, coming back to the runouts, I mean, I think that's for the team, and it's, you do it for the team, that's fine.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, I don't know if I should say this. I mean, I've very rarely seen him so disappointed. We came together. I started the show alone because both of us felt very dejected. I mean, this was a campaign that was an outstanding campaign. India were way favourites. I mean, I kept badgering him right through the game. Sachin, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think in the press box? Both of us were extremely disappointed, and you could see disappointment writ large on his face. MS Dhoni, end of story almost. I mean, World Cup, has won the World Cup, has won the T20, has won the Champions Trophy, doesn't play Test cricket anymore. Yes, IPL, but clearly the end of the 50-over career also. Don't know if he'll formally say that, but what a great career.
I wouldn't want to. That's his personal decision, and everyone should give him that space.
Absolutely.
Everyone should respect what his contribution has been to Indian cricket.
It's been great contribution.
Rather than, you know, starting speculations, and I think it's his personal decision, and after having contributed so much, he should be the one taking that decision.
Yeah, I mean, all I wanted to ask you was, I mean, just sort of, he won't play the 50-over World Cup again because it's 4 years down the line. Yeah. That way, it's been a special career. I mean, come to think of, if you look at that career.
How many guys have a career like this? So, of course, a special career.
Yeah, I mean, 2007 we didn't win, but 2011 that six at the Wankhede, you were inside, and then your celebrations under MS, I mean his captaincy, that six has been watched I think a couple of billion times. It wasn't to be this time round, but then 2015, 2019, winning the Champions Trophy, winning the World T20, multiple IPL titles to boost. Last 15 years, I mean, if you think of anybody except you who has achieved that legacy, I mean, if you see the way, till the time he was there was this placard, Dhoni, that's incredible, isn't it?
That's a reflection of his contribution, the belief that people have in him. and that is exactly what player feels proud about. That okay, I mean, we are in dire straits, but people still believe that I can go and finish the game.
And he was capable. I mean, he whatever.
100%. The game wasn't over, and that's why I kept telling you that the game is not over yet.